she was like, sometimes tiger, and I was like, what? And she was like, lol. Anyways, what's up dudes and lady dudes? And it is again 2:12 in the morning. I tend to spend a lot of my life awake at this hour of night because I am stupid. I have 2 jobs and I also go to college, so I don't know why I'm not asleep right now, other than the fact that I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, hey, I want to make a video. Here's the 2011 and 2012 YouTube survey. Let's get cracking.
Tell us about your first kiss.
Well, my first kiss was actually kind of sad. It was with my second official girlfriend back in sophomore year of high school. She was a senior at the time, so I was a sophomore dating a senior, if that's any news. But basically, it was kind of sad. We were just sitting in the middle of our group of friends, and we were talking, and then I looked over, and she looked over at me, and I was like, end of story.
Most expensive casual item of clothing ever bought.
I don't own very many pieces of clothing that I've bought myself, but recently I've been buying t-shirts from YouTubers. As you can tell, Philip DeFranco shirt right here. You've seen me in my Nice Peter shirt, you've seen me in my Pizza John shirt, so those have to be my most expensive articles of clothing that I have ever bought because I don't buy clothing that much, just people I want to support.
What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid?
I remember I was a little kid and I wanted to be a doctor. And then I saw blood and threw up and then I didn't want to be a doctor anymore. First job I actually really wanted to go for without just saying something because parents always ask you what you want to be was a Lego designer that worked on, you know, the big Lego structures that you see in Legoland or different places like that. I wanted to be one of the people that created one of those, and that was one of the coolest jobs I ever thought of when I was a kid. And I still kind of want to be one. Wouldn't that be cool?
Tell us about your group of school friends.
Currently, my group of friends consists of the people in the back cafe. I go to a community college at the moment, so whenever I'm not going to actual class, I go to the back of the cafeteria in that area and hang out with the people. There's a front cafeteria where the main people, the real people, hang out, and then there are the nerds in the back of the cafeteria that I hang out with. And on every Tuesday and Thursday, you can find me DJing back there. I'll sit there with my friend Blake, who is also a DJ, and we both DJ back and forth between each other. We're actually a DJ group. You can find a link to our SoundCloud in the description. Basically, what we do is we go back and forth and hang out and talk to people and play magic cards and do all this kind of fun stuff.
What would you name your kids?
I really want to name my son Beck. If I have a son, I want to name him Beck. First son is going to be named Beck. My wife can name every other child we have within reason. I want to have a son named Beck. She can name them Harvest Moon if she wants. Actually, no, she can't. That would not be good.
Why are you called that?
Well, originally I wanted to be called Ozone, because I wanted that to be my DJ name. But I realized it was already taken, so I thought about Ozone Nation, and that just sounded stupid to me after a while. So I was looking around at different things I could use to become the Digizoo, as I know it now, and I saw on a camera, and it said Digital Zoom, and it had the dash in between it, and I'm like, take off the M and the tull, and it's Digizoo. And so it came up with Digizoo, and then I went on to YouTube and tried to put that as my username, and you can't use dashes, and I took away the dash, and that was already taken, so I became the Digizoo, and I am the Digizoo, the only Digizoo that matters.
Tell us about your favorite school teacher, yeah.
My 3rd grade teacher back in California, where I used to live. His name was Nick as well. Nick Morris. Mr. Morris. He was awesome. It was the first time I had been to that school, because we moved, and he was really kind and welcoming, and he got me involved in the group. It was a smaller school, there was only 1 class per grade, and I made great friends with some of the people in there. There was Maddie, Chandler, Brianna, and a bunch of other people that I became really close friends with back in 3rd and 4th grade because of Mr. Morris. Him sharing the same name as me, we kind of got along really well anyways, so he and I were really close together. He was by far my favorite teacher back in elementary school.
The strangest food.
Ponies. But seriously, I don't know. I remember it was something along the lines of back when the Shrek movies came out, they had a purple ketchup and orange ketchup, and I always thought that was really weird. It didn't taste weird, but it's just purple ketchup. Have you ever heard of purple ketchup? I haven't. So, purple ketchup.
Tell us about your first gig.
The first group I ever went to was the Newsboys. They are a Christian rock band, and my dad took me to them when I was really little because they were my favorite band back at the time. And they still are one of my favorite bands, but they lost their lead singer, so they're not as good in my opinion. The first gig I ever played was at my graduation party, actually. The band, the Sexy Einsteins, played at the graduation party, and we played all original songs, except for one. We covered Nice Peter's Superman socks.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place is the internet. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, I guess, but the internet is my favorite place to be, just because it's got all the people I love on it, I suppose. Like you.
Who do you want to answer the survey next?
I want all of the Daleks to do this survey next. I think you can do it. Participate. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make videos much lately. I got a ticket for speeding in a school zone, so that's not good. Also, my hard drive crapped out on me, so I wasn't able to upload a few of the videos I've been working on. And more excuses. Bye!
You're not the right shape, and you're not the right size. You don't get along with others, but you need to realize that the actors in the movies are not what you're supposed to be. You are good the way you are, 'cause you are you, that's best you see.
It's pretty much the worst video ever made.